digital Picasso painting wealth on a screen. My portfolio's a jazz riff, slick and serene. Good morning, crypto, the future's alive. Riding this wave, digital dive. From Bitcoin to Ether, I'm stacking my dough. BC Port Corp, I'm the star of the show. Wallet on fire, it's a blockchain blaze. Private keys locked up, vaults for days. Mining these coins, I'm the digital prospector. Every transaction's a jazz band connector. NFT spinning like a vinyl record. Rare art, rare beats, value detected. Flipping these assets, my hustle supreme. Crypto jazz freestyle, living the dream. Markets dance, unpredictable swing. Fortunes made with the keyboard fling. Rug pulls lurking, gotta stay sharp. Play the long game, crypto's my harp.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Good morning, and welcome to Good Morning Crypto, where we turn your early hours in the morning into your edge and financial freedom. Thank you for everyone for understanding about the missed show yesterday. Had a death in the family. From Friday until Tuesday, I will be out. So on Wednesday, we will be back bright and early. But let's dive into some of what we're seeing on the charts. We've got a little bit of some movement this morning on the stock side, so let's hop over there, see how that stock heat map is doing so far. We do have Apple sitting up 5.09% towards the upside this morning, up 3.24% right now. We've got Nvidia up 0.65% off of its close, looking to the upside this morning, 1.06%. We got Berkshire Hathaway up 1.02% this morning, looking to the upside, 0.54%. We've got Amazon up 4% off of its close, continuing to see a little bit of buying pressure stepping on in, up 0.12%. We've got Eli Lilly looking a little bit to the downside off of its close, seeing quite a bit of green buying pressure this morning, up 1.69%. We've got ExxonMobil also looking to the downside, 0.68% so far. Looking to the upside this morning, though, up 0.56%. We've got Tesla up 3.62% off of its close, seeing that buying pressure this morning as well, up 0.61%. We've got P&G up 1.56%, looking quite neutral this morning, down 0.05. We've got Microsoft down 0.53 off of its close, looking to the upside, 0.7%. Google up 0.82 off of its close, and seeing that buying pressure this morning as well, up 0.71. We've got Meta up 1.12% off of its close, and seeing that buying pressure this morning as well, up 0.89% so far. We'll kind of have to see how this goes after some market opens. Let's hop over to that crypto side of things, we're looking quite green over there as well after seeing a little bit of some upside movement last night. We've got Bitcoin up 1%, we've got Ethereum up 3.7, XRP up 2.7, we've got BNB up 0.7% right now, we've got Solana up 3.8, Tron looking a little neutral on that hourly, but sitting up 1.2% on that daily. We've got Dogecoin up 3.3%, we've got Cardano up 2.9%. Hyperliquid sitting up 2.1%. We've got Stellar Lumens up 3.4%. SWI sitting up 3.8%. Chainlink's up 3.6%. We've got HBAR up 1.4%. Oh, Bitcoin Cash sitting up 3.6% as well. We've got Avalanche up 1.9%. Litecoin sitting up 1.2%. And we've got Leo token holding that number 20 spot, sitting down 0.5%. Those fear and greed meters looking quite neutral on the stock side after seeing a little bit of some sell-off last Friday, seeing us at least maintain some of our ranges and cooling off those oscillators while cooling off that fear and greed. Crypto side of things, just sitting in that greed. We did get that nice dip towards the neutral range, saw us hold some of those key levels, and now we're sitting back at 62 and some light greed. Looking over at that liquidation heat map on this 24-hour, we've got liquidity on both sides of us. Top side coming in at 16,300. That bottom side, just a very light hot spot, sitting at 113,950. Zooming us on out, taking a look at that 3-day to see where any explosive moves might take us. Got that top side sitting all the way up here at 16,500. So quite a nice little range to the top side to very easily grab as we've moved quite a bit closer to the top side of that fair value gap we've been looking at. Taking a look at that 2-week, it looks quite similar to what we've been looking at for the past couple of weeks now. All of that liquidity stacking back up at that $120,000 mark. Let's hop over to that economic calendar and we'll say good morning to everyone in the chat. Let's see what we got going for this morning. We did have we will have the Bank of England's interest rate decision coming on out, is forecasted to be down 0.25 basis point. So we'll kind of have to watch that for the morning. Might get a little bit of a market move off of that news. Scrolling on down out of the US today, we get those continuing jobless claims. We get initial jobless claims as well. Forecast is to be a correction to the upside on those continuing jobless claims. Initial jobless claims is forecasted to be higher than the prior. So we'll be watching this jobs data coming out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. We got that non-farm payroll productivity quarter over quarter as well. Looking like an increase there, but could very easily see that coming out under forecast, especially with how all the jobs data has been looking previous. We also have Fed Bostic speaking at 10 a.m. Scrolling on down, we got Fed Mausoleum speaking at 10:20. Scrolled on down a little bit further, we've got the Fed balance sheet coming out at 4:30 Eastern time, and a Bank of Japan summary of opinions coming out at 7:50 p.m. Eastern time. That's going to be a key move for your Asia trading time zone. Seeing what that Bank of Japan's thoughts are on their interest rates and seeing what they might be doing going forward. We are very close back to the top side of that fair value gap, but before we get into all of that, let's hop over to that chat. We got several people in here this morning. We got Kyle Fields first in the chat. He beat out Jesse Gluck. Jesse must have been slacking this morning. I teased. I went live a little bit late. I was struggling to get some sleep last night, but eventually we got there. We got Duality C in the chat. Good morning to you. Jesse saying, make sure to hit that like and subscribe and turn those notification bells on. Well, let me like the chat real quick. Let me like the stream real quick. Thank you for that, Jesse. We've got K Diggity in here, feeling a little bit jazzy this morning. Yeah, I don't know what's been going on with my AI music, but that jazz combo with some hip hop kind of hits the mood in the morning. So, been having a lot of fun with that one. Let's scroll on down. We got Dylan VA in the chats. Good morning to you. He said all the best to you, my man. I appreciate that. Let's scroll on down. Oh my God, it's Blackie Chan, says K Diggity. Oh yeah. What did you think the BC stood for? The BC and BC Port Corp stands for Blackie Chan, not Bitcoin. So I've heard a few people say that. K Diggity saying I'm sorry to hear that, BC. I appreciate that. Thank you for everyone that's reached out in the Discord as well. We've got Donato Cabrera in here saying good morning, BC. We've got Dutchy in the chat. Good morning to you, sir. Don't see you here very often, but I guess we went live at the right time to get some Dutch in the chat. Let's scroll on down. We got JR in here. Good morning to you. He said it's 4 a.m. It is 5 a.m. my time. So, yeah, it is bright and early. Trying to make that money early, and then just chill out the rest of the day. We'll kind of have to see how this goes. I had a short last night. We really hit that. We hit extremely close to my target at that golden pocket fib extension. The top side of that coming in at 14,237, a few dollars shy of that. But we made those profits. Had a take profit before that and then a take profit after that. So definitely made a little bit of some money last night. This daily is moving a little bit sideways here. We're seeing that curvature back on the MACD, waiting to see if we can get that money flow to really switch here on the daily. Let's get our demonstration tool pulled up. As you're seeing, this money flow is sitting extremely close to seeing those inflows coming our way. We'll kind of have to see if we can get that on some shorter term time frames, get above the top side of our fair value gap here, coming in at 115,800. Turn that area into some support, and then see if we can get that money flow coming in with some strength after that. If we triple top, this could get interesting pretty fast, said K Diggy. Most definitely, this is our very strong resistance area. We have bounced off of it twice now, and we still have some liquidity down here at the bottom side that was on those extremely high term time frames. That is still an area we were targeting. We came extremely close to that 111,800. Came about $200 within that target. That was what we were really looking for. We got those equal candle body closes off of that level. You zoom this on into a shorter term time frame. I believe it's like the 4 hour there. You get very equal candle bodies off of this candle as well. So that's an area we were looking to come back and test as some support. We did not fully test that. There is liquidity in that area, and there is a fair value gap below that as well. So all of those are key target areas that we will be watching. That 110,300 is our the bottom side of that golden pocket fib extension. That is an area that I will have some orders at on the higher for some limit orders. So I am still eyeing the bottom side, but we will have to wait to kind of see what happens in our current range. And then if we do get down there, we're not too unprepared. The bottom side of that bottom fair value gap coming in at 109,600. So just a little bit of a range to the bottom side to really keep your eye on. But for now, we're going to take a look at that top side on our shorter term time frame to see if we have the ability to really get above it. Kind of draw out some of that max pain for some of those longs, because that 4 hour does look like you can continue to the upside just a little bit. We had a reversal signal once we got back to the top side of our fair value gap here on the 4 hour, but we're making our way back up there just just now. We've got that prime oscillator getting that curvature back towards the upside here as our money flow is holding quite steady here and some light outflows. Your volume's just starting to increase, so you could really see that switch over into some higher term in that higher term time frame if you watch that short term time frame money flow, and it really starts bleeding over from that 1 hour, because that 1 hour is looking like we just broke into that nice green money flow here. Zooming that out just a little bit so you can get that better view. Seeing that nice big green candle this morning is that giant switch from that light outflows into some nice inflows here. Watching that volume, it is starting to pick up just a little bit here. I do expect if we get above that 115,800 that we will see some more inflows if we can turn that into some support on about a 5-15 minute time frame there. So we are going to be watching that shorter term time frame. That's where we're going to get all of that information as we start to see this hourly switch a little bit bullish here. We do have that getting some curvature back towards the upside here. MACD also getting that curvature back up as well. Starting to print our first candle nice and green here on our histograms as well. So we do have a little bit of momentum here on that 1 hour that could really push us up. That's a nice big green bodied candle. We could at least test the mid area of that if we do see that rejection off of the top side of that 15,800, come back down to the middle of this, because that would be a fair value gap that we would really need to test, and then make our way back to the top side of that with if we see that money flow on the shorter term time frame continuing to be some inflows. Let's hop over to that 15-minute and the morning. We did make that fair value gap there on the 15-minute. We will get that drawn out. This is going to be a very short time fair value gap that we'd be eyeing for some testing. Can't exactly draw it out just yet. That candle hasn't finished printing here. So here in about 10 minutes, we will have that candle fully printed, and we'll be able to get that idea of where that fair value gap really resides. I am eyeing that top side of our 15-minute fair value gap being 115.55. We'll kind of have to see if we get a little bit of some continuation on this candle. We do have that 15-minute looking a little bit toppy here, but that money flow has just yet to break back into our inflows here. We are very, very close to doing so as that 15-minute volume picks up as well. You've got your MACD pointing back up here after we got that slight pullback towards our indicator line. So just continue to watch this money flow this morning, see if we reject off of that, get a little bit of a test off of that middle area of this giant green candle this morning, hold that as some support. That would give us the ability to get back up above that fair value gap. If you can't really hold that, looking back down towards the middle of this giant fair value gap here at 114,700 would be that next real bouncing point to watch for. We'll kind of have to see what levels we can hold this morning though. If we can break outside of the top side of that fair value gap, we do have a few levels to the top side to keep your eye on. That shorter term time frame resistance area is coming in at 116,900. Let me get that short term horizontal ray drawn out for you. That'll be our top side target there. If we can break out and hold the top side of that fair value gap there, coming in about 116,925. Let's see what we got. We got lasers go pew pew in the chat this morning. Good morning to you. Let's see, we got Iko in here as well. Good morning to you as well. 15 billion liquidity on the top is what makes me think they may send it. Yeah, there is definitely the ability to go up and grab that liquidity all the way back up here at the platinum pocket. But with how that extremely high time frame was looking, let's get us zoomed on out. We don't take a look at our extremely high time frames very often here, but it's something that I do when I'm doing some charting and we're taking a look at some of these swing trades here. We do have this bearish divergence here on our prime oscillator. We're also printing a bearish divergence on our MACD as well. Just waiting to see if we get the rest of that curvature on that MACD, really break below that indicator line there. Our money flow is in the red here on that weekly as well. Your volume holding quite steady, so we'll kind of have to keep our eyes on that daily time frame and watch to see what kind of money flow bleeding over we get into this weekly. It would take a little bit of some time to really get that switch over from the daily into the weekly. So just a little bit of some bearish sentiment on that extremely high time frame, but we will kind of have to see if we hold some of these key levels down here with that pullback. That would really give us that nice strong cool off on the daily and the 2-day as well to really get that launch up above our liquidity and then continue on up. We do have that top side target for that next range coming in at 132,500. That's that real next area I am eyeing on Bitcoin. If we can get above 120 and hold that as some support, that is our platinum pocket on those fib extensions. So that's that next real key area to hold as some support. You can see all of the rejections we got off of here on that weekly candle, and you zoom it on in, you can see all the rejections on the daily as well. So that is our strong resistance area to really get above. Do we have one alt request? We got time for just one of those. This wouldn't be a terrible short with some confirmations. Gonna take some time to play out. Yeah, I've been in a few shorts. We haven't been swing trading as hard. I've been waiting for us to really get back up to some key areas to really fake some markets out before I put in a more long-term short back down to some of these levels down here. I do think we get down there. That is why I have some limit orders set at that 110 area, 110 200 that I really want to see play out. It would really give some pain to those longs. We did have a little bit of liquidity that is residing between that 111,800 and our fair value gap there as well. Would be really interesting to watch that play out on that as well. You would see a lot of worry coming on in, and when you get that worry and pain coming on in, that's when you normally see a lot of liquidity coming in as well to buy things up and send it a whole lot further. So I like to see worry and some pain in the markets before I really have that conviction for some upside. I haven't been seeing any worry or pain in the markets staying at these lower levels of the 110,000 range up to $120,000 range. So we did spend a lot of time at the top side of that range. We're now back down at the bottom side of that sideways range here between 111.8 to 120,000. So seeing us spend a little bit of some time down here, get that nice strong move below that, and then really send it up to the upside is kind of the idea that I have. So let's see, we got one alt request. We can take a look at it. If not, I did have something I had been watching. I teased it I believe Tuesday. So let's hop over to that because we had been watching some Bitcoin Cash. We talked about this nice constricting support and resistance area. We got some nice consolidation in that range, got that fake out to the upside, got that fake out to the downside, bounced off of our support area at $543.51 before we got that launch back above all of our resistance and some support. You did have that ability to jump in here after we rejected off of that support area that turned into some resistance for a little bit, and then we launched back above, and we are targeting that 236 at 589.20. So we're gonna have to see if we can get that continuation towards the upside on Bitcoin, because that's what I'd target here on Bitcoin Cash. We got 589 coming in as that 236. It is our resistance area. If we can get above it, turn that into some support. What was that area above us? I guess I didn't have it marked out. So looking like that area directly towards the upside, gonna be that $606 range. That's one area above that 236 we will be targeting. Let's get this zoomed on out. Take a look here at that 1 day. That next upside target coming in at $623 for Bitcoin Cash. So we would really need to turn that 236 into some support there to really get back up to those higher term time frame resistance areas. We'll get that one drawn out a little bit thicker as well. So Bitcoin Cash making that move towards the upside as well. It does look quite nice for a little bit of some continuation here on the daily. You did get that nice little bit of some cool off after some sideways action, but below the 236, getting that nice little bounce off of the 382 here and make our way back up to the 236 there. We got Crypto Billy in the chat this morning. Good morning to you. We got Curtis Hill in here as well. I appreciate both of you showing on up. Hopefully we can make a little bit of some money with some longs today, and then we'll see if we can make that move back towards the downside. Let's see what we got. Yep, making that move back to the top side of that fair value gap right now. Let's see what we got here on that 5 minute. Yep, that's the 5 minute. Looking a little bit toppy here, but money flow breaking in with some strength here on that 5 minute. Get it moved over so you can see it. Money flow really starting to come back in with some buying pressure, getting above the top side of that fair value gap right now. We do have that short-term time frame fair value gap coming in. Bottom side 15,382. Top side 15,382. Bottom side coming in at 15,120. So if you can't hold the top side of this big fair value gap, coming back in testing that 15-minute fair value gap would be something to really watch for there. Yeah, the 15,550 would be the 15-minute there. You do have that 5 minute looking a little bit toppy on the prime oscillator, but that MACD's got plenty of momentum to continue. You've got your money flow really coming in with some strength. Let's get this to the 1 minute. We never really look at the 1 minute there. 1 minute getting that nice curvature back towards the upside. You got a bearish divergence here that's completely being ignored. Got cooled off with that sideways momentum directly under our fair value gap top, and then we're getting that move back towards the upside here. Seeing a little bit of sideways momentum coming on that prime oscillator, but that money flow really coming in with some strength here. So watch that money flow on these shorter term time frames to see if we can get that continuation with some strength on that higher term time frame. We will need some more big green bodied candles here. Hold this top side of our fair value gap at 115,800 as some support to really get that continuation to 116,927. That's going to be that next real resistance area for us on Bitcoin. We do have a lot of liquidity on the top side. That comes in a little bit short of that 116,900, but watch that money flow this morning, see if we can get that bleed over into our higher term time frame. I've tried to find the stream and I couldn't find it, didn't pop up for me. Sorry I'm late. No worries there, Billy. I started the stream a little bit late, so been struggling to get some sleep with everything going on, but was a bit of a struggle to get up this morning. So I appreciate you tuning on in. It is time to head over to that morning motivational video. Make sure to tune in to the rest of the shows on the Piper Academy. We've got that morning market report at 10 a.m. Eastern Time and Trading with OC at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I won't be back with Good Morning Crypto until next week on Wednesday. So I will see y'all on Wednesday next week. Make sure to trade safe, use some stop losses, and we will see you on Wednesday bright and early for that breakdown of some of next week's data, because it's a bit of a heavy data drop week. Other than that, make sure to wake up, because today's going to be a good day.